April 26, 1986, a quiet night in Pripyat, Ukraine. Inside reactor number 4 of the Chernobyl Nuclear Power Plant, engineers prepared for a routine safety test. But within seconds, the world would witness the most catastrophic nuclear accident in history. This is the story of Chernobyl, how a single test turned into a global lesson in safety management. Chernobyl was a pride of Soviet engineering. The RBMK reactor design was powerful but inherently unstable. That night, operators attempted a turbine shutdown test to see if the reactor could safely run during a power loss. But poor communication, rushed procedures, and ignored safety protocols created a perfect storm. Operators disabled critical safety systems to keep the test running. The reactor became unstable. At 1:23 a.m., 2 explosions ripped through the building, blowing off the reactor lid and releasing radioactive material into the atmosphere. Firefighters rushed in, unaware they were walking into lethal radiation. They fought the flames without protective gear. Within hours, dozens were critically exposed. The nearby city of Pripyat slept through the night, unaware of the invisible danger drifting toward them. By morning, radiation levels were thousands of times higher than normal. Yet evacuation was delayed for 36 hours. The silence cost lives. The explosion released radioactive iodine, cesium, and strontium across Europe. Thousands suffered acute radiation sickness. Over 100,000 people were evacuated. Entire towns were abandoned. Long-term effects included cancer, birth defects, and psychological trauma. The Chernobyl exclusion zone remains one of the most contaminated areas on Earth, a haunting reminder of what happens when safety systems fail. The disaster was not caused by one mistake, but by a chain of preventable failures. Unsafe reactor design with positive void coefficient, operators lacked training, and misunderstood reactor physics. Safety systems were disabled during the test. Poor communication between engineers and supervisors. No emergency response plan for nuclear incidents. A robust health and safety management system could have prevented every one of these failures through risk assessment, training, and strict procedural control. Chernobyl reshaped global nuclear safety. It led to international cooperation on reactor design standards, creation of the World Association of Nuclear Operators, WANO, mandatory safety drills, and transparent reporting systems. Emphasis on human factors and safety culture. The key lesson: safety is not a checkbox, it's a mindset. Every test, every procedure, every decision must prioritize human life above production targets.